Welcome back to FTD Facts, guys. This is the channel where we give you facts on everything and everything. Now, this past week, for sure, the most trending story was the news of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie getting a divorce. Angelina filed for divorce on September 19, 2016. The couple have been together for 12 years, but they've only been married since 2014, and they share 6 kids together. Now, these two fantastic-looking individuals have been considered as Hollywood's golden couple. But now the same media that used to praise them for all of their achievements, as soon as they found out that they're getting a divorce, that's when all the gossip, the lies, the rumors, all the dirty stuff started coming out. It's so easy to take advantage of people when they're in their most vulnerable situations. But here at FTD Facts, we don't want to do that. We want to highlight both Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt in the best light possible and look back at some of the most memorable moments as well as the commendable things that they've done throughout their lives that made people fall in love with them in the first place. So forget all the gossip, let's get right into this. Here's some incredible facts about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt that you gotta know. And a question for you guys, who do you look up to? First things first, ladies first, because I'm such a gentleman, right? Now, in May 2013, Angelina Jolie had announced that she underwent a double mastectomy where her breast tissue was removed and temporary fillers were put in place. This was after tests showed that she was carrying the BRCA1 cancer gene, leaving her with an 87% chance of getting breast cancer. And because of this, a new phenomenon dubbed the Angelina Effect started to happen. Right away, her decision to get a double mastectomy significantly raised awareness as well as increased the public's knowledge on cancer treatment. Angelina lost her mother, her grandmother, and aunt to cancer. Now, just 2 years later, in March of 2015, tests showed that she had signs of early ovarian cancer. She underwent a preventative oophorectomy because she had a 50% chance of developing ovarian cancer. Now, despite hormone replacement therapy, the surgery had caused her to have premature menopause. Now, despite going through all of that, she still managed to stay positive, continue to make movies, run her family, and continue to inspire so many people.
From which you will never awaken.
Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have a combined net worth of around $400 million. Some reports have that number a little bit higher depending on the year that you were evaluating them. But based on the latest reports, Brad Pitt's net worth is estimated $240 million and Angelina Jolie's is at $160 million. Now, in 2015, they were at the number 8th spot for the richest couple in the world. And their estimated earnings that year was $425 million, according to Alex.com. Angelina started to become a lot more popular of an actress in the 90s. Her first breakthrough role was in 1998 when the movie Gia was released. It was a television movie. I remember seeing that movie, I was like, who is this lady? I'm gonna marry her, but sadly that didn't happen.
I'm here to see Will and Mina Cooper. So is the rest of the world, and the rest of the world is way ahead of you, honey.
Now, the movie was based on the short and tragic life of the model named Gia Marie Carangi. Angelina Jolie had won the Best Actress Golden Globe for the role, but in 1999, her role as Lisa in the movie Girl Interrupted allowed her to win her first Academy Award. She won it for Best Supporting Actress.
I'm in shock, and I'm so in love with my brother right now. He just held me and said he loved me, and I know he's so happy for me. And thank you for that.
So her Academy Award came in 1999. Brad had a different story. Actor Brad Pitt was born William Bradley Pitt. Yes, I had no idea his name was William. I thought his name was Brad. Like, what the heck, man? He was born on December 18th, 1963 in Shawnee, Oklahoma, and he's the eldest of 3 children.
Peanut butter man now, eh, sir?
Yes, I believe I am.
Now, despite being in some unforgettable movies like Fight Club, 7, Ocean's 11, 12, and 13, as well as Inglourious Basterds and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, the list goes on and on and on. But guess what? He never won an Oscar at all. For those of you who know, Oscars are given out at the Academy Awards. So Oscar, Academy Award, same thing. His first Academy Award came when the 2013 movie 12 Years a Slave won for Best Picture. Now, he produced that movie, so naturally, he got the Oscar. But no acting Oscars for him yet. I'm like, what? This guy's like one of the best actors out there. Almost like a Leonardo DiCaprio effect. Now, Angelina Jolie's first son, Maddox, was adopted in 2002, but she says that Maddox, who's now 15 years old, actually helped solidify her and Brad's relationship. And this is what she says. One day, Maddox just out of the blue called him Dad. We were playing with cards on the floor of a hotel room, and we both heard it and didn't say anything and just looked at each other. So that was probably the most defining moment when we decided that we would all be a family. Now, this also was shortly after they filmed the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Now, shortly after they made their relationship public, they started the Maddox-Jolie Pitt Foundation, obviously named after the eldest son, Maddox. This organization helps whenever there's crises around the world. They launched it by donating $1 million each to Doctors Without Borders and Global Action for Children. And since then, they've constantly contributed to charity work. Now, did you know that Plan B Entertainment, which absolutely has no relation to that Plan B birth control pill, is a production company set up in 2001 by Brad Pitt and his then-wife, Jennifer Aniston, as well as the Paramount Picture boss, Brad Gray. But after Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt had divorced, in 2005, Brad became the sole owner of the production company. And Plan B Entertainment has put out quite a bit of successful films. We have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, there was also Departed, The Time Traveler's Wife, Eat, Pray, Love, 12 Years a Slave, and Selma, just to name a few. But surprisingly, Angelina has never legally been a part of this company. Now, did you guys know that Angelina is the daughter of another popular actor? Yep, this guy right here, Jon Voight.
Sure, that's Jon Voight's pencil. Jon Voight's teeth marks.
Now, both of them had a pretty poor relationship with each other growing up. This was especially due to her father cheating. But what many people don't know is that Angelina Jolie's first role was in a movie with her father, and that movie, Looking to Get Out, was released in 1982. Now, lucky for them, her and her father have cleared up their differences back in 2007 and have since moved on. And for our last fact, men last, right? Yeah, no disrespect to men, I'm a dude, but that's just how the facts rolled in this video. So we end off with a little bit about Brad Pitt. Now, he's a very private guy, you know, just likes to keep away from the paparazzi. But after the birth of Angelina and Brad's biological twins, the couple remained so private that the first picture of them and their twins sold for $14 million. If you want to make money, live a private life, build up the anticipation, and cash in. But there you have it. Those are some facts on Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. And hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about them, especially with this whole divorce scandal going on right now. It's easy to get lost in that. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta spread the love and avoid all that crap. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and be sure to let me know if you have any suggestions for future facts episodes. And if we use your suggestion, we'll give you a shout out in an episode. That's how we do it here on FTD Facts. It's a new generation of class, school made fun. Until the next video, I'm Leroy Kenton. Boom.